Last time we learned about the conditions of the Great Depression, which opened the door in much of Europe for dictators to take control. We now know that the health of a country's economy is a vital factor in its citizens' contentment with the current government, and people were very unsatisfied with their governments during the Depression. Combined with this is the fact that dictators are very charismatic and know what to say to gain people's trust. As a result, the world ended up with dictators like Benito Mussolini, Joseph Stalin, and Adolf Hitler. Today, we are going to expand on that knowledge as we learn about the long-term and immediate causes of World War II. As you're listening, your notes should focus on answering the following essential questions. What were the long-term and immediate causes of World War II? At the end of this lesson, you should have a list for both of those. First, World War II had several long-term causes that contributed to its outbreak, and we've already explored them a bit in the last lesson. One of the main factors was the harsh conditions imposed on Germany after World War I, leading to economic difficulties and a resentment among the German people. They were left with a massive national debt, currency that was worthless, and they blamed the Allied powers for their situation. Additionally, the Great Depression compounded these problems with high inflation and unemployment rates across Europe. This made possible the rise of fascist regimes in Germany, Italy, and Japan, which fueled expansionist ambitions and aggressive actions. The policy of appeasement by other European nations towards these aggressive actions only emboldened the dictators further, eventually leading to the global conflict that was World War II. In the aftermath of World War I, Germany had been dealt a harsh blow by the Treaty of Versailles, which imposed heavy penalties and restrictions on the country. Feeling humiliated and resentful, German leaders took actions that violated the treaty, such as increasing military power and expanding territory. Germany annexed the Sudetenland and Austria during this time of appeasement, when the Allied powers were looking the other way as the treaty was being broken. It wasn't until Germany invaded Poland that they could no longer look the other way, and these actions, fueled by a desire for revenge and a longing to restore Germany's former glory, ultimately contributed to the outbreak of World War II. The failure of other nations to effectively enforce the treaty and address Germany's grievances also played a role in creating the conditions for the devastating global conflict that followed. Ultimately, Great Britain and France declared war on Germany, and so began World War II. So when it came to picking sides, things looked pretty similar to World War I. On the Allied powers, we have England, France, the United States, and the Soviet Union. On the side of the Axis powers, we have Germany, Italy, and Japan. These were not all of the countries that were fighting during World War II. Now it's time to take a moment and reflect. What were the long-term and immediate causes of World War II? You should be able to come up with a list of at least 3 for both.